Ford Field. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. On first and 10, Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10 at their own 18. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is third down and 4. Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Toss left to Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And we'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, 25 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got right on the short throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Room here to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Value three. Maverick.
On first down, it's gone. This to Laporta, right side. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Goff on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's Goff. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hey, 76. Hey, 5.
Goff throwing again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's is a 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a first down throw. Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now 3rd down and 7. From the 50, it's Goff. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 4th down, a give to Gibbs. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This is 2nd and 8.
Whoa, whoa!
To throw is Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Goff now to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Goff. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Derek Barnes leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Goff. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Can't open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Here we go on 4th. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 4, they got 8, and it results in a conversion on 4th down. Throwing again is gone. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Alex Anzalone able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are right back in this football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Now it's gone. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Goff looking to change the play. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here comes 2nd down. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Hey, kill!
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he stopped immediately there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Goff now to throw. That is caught at the And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. This is 1st and 10.
Goff.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder set so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's 2nd down.
Now Goff.
And that's caught by Williams.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last